Hey there, this is Father Marcus from the Costa Blanca Anglican Chaplaincy, welcoming you to this latest presentation on the eve of the Feast of All Saints. And to get us going, I'm going to play you a little bit of this. Just listen to this. It really is one of my favourite hymns, not least because I grew up in the old town of Hastings, living in All Saints Street, going to All Saints Primary School, being a member of All Saints Church, which is just at the top of my road, and being in the choir with All Saints. And on the Feast of All Saints, we would process down the street, down All Saints Street, with my choir robes on in the midst of all the choir, big choir we had there, singing that hymn. And it was beautiful, and just proclaiming and processing the great gift which is for all of us the life and work and witness of all the saints, that great cloud of known people who throughout history and throughout the world have exemplified and shown something of the glory and love of God. As I said, I was at All Saints Primary School, and there was a time, forgive me if you've heard me say this story before, because I have said it before, but not on here. There was a time when, as members of the class, we were taken from the school down to the church to have a look around the church, and the vicar was there, and he showed us all the different things that went to make up the church. You know, of course, the font as you entered the church, and the aisle and the pews, and the pulpit and the lectern, big brass lectern with an eagle on it. I remember him telling us that the lectern had an eagle because an eagle is the only bird that can fly directly towards the sun. And the idea was that the gospel message could go absolutely anywhere and everywhere. And I remember being excited and inspired by that. And he showed us, of course, the altar and the candles and all around the church. It was a great thing. And then we had and the windows, of course. And then we had to draw stuff. We had pencil and crayons and paper and all that, and we had to draw it all up. And the vicar was there. We could ask him questions. And then when we got back to school, we had to, show something of our drawings that we'd made, and the teacher, Mrs. Martin, I remember, asked us questions about it. And she was asking about all the different bits and pieces. And then suddenly she said, and who were the saints? And the windows of the church had pictures of the saints in them all around. They had the four writers of the Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke and John, and other images there. Anyway, this young person, I can't remember who it was, said, the saints were the ones that let the light shine through. What a great answer that was. What an absolutely incredible answer. The saints are the ones that let the light shine through. And that's it was a 10-year-old kid, but it's a deep theological statement. So I'm going to pretend that I said it. I don't think it was me, but I can pretend it was me. Ooh, yes, me. Oh, being very holy. The saints are the ones that let the light shine through. But they are. You see, there's something of the divine within us all. We all are made in the image of God, and we all, through the grace of God, receive gifts and blessings from him. And the blessings are the things that are God-given, that are uncorruptible, that they're there, and they are imperishable, and they give us a real sense of joy. And a stained glass window works because light shines through it. If you're in a church and it's dark outside, you can't see the windows, they don't light up. But if you're in the church and it's light outside, they glow. And these saints in All Saints Church was just glowing. It was obviously daytime when we went and had a look round. And so here's the thing. It's letting the light shine through. Sometimes we have this image of saints as being desperately holy and desperately pious and really striving hard to be good. I don't think it's that at all. I don't think it's... Saints aren't perfect. They make mistakes the same as everybody, and they fall short and they stumble. But the saints have this ability to let go of self, let go of that sense of grabbing and seeking and desiring things, and they allow that presence and that beauty and that Spirit of God flow through them. It really is about letting go of self and allowing that divine which is within us to flow. And it's when we do that, when we're able to be a little bit more simple and let go of some of that ego that drives us to gather stuff, and to let God be God and let God who is within us be within us and flow through us. The church celebrates the lives of countless saints throughout Christian history and throughout the world, and most days have got a saint associated with them, not all but most. But the saints are not only the ones who are recognised officially by the church and have a saint's day and their patron saint of this, that and the other. The saints are those normal people like you and I that just let the light of Christ shine through them. And yes, you and I, we are called to be saints. We're called to live lives that reflect something of the glory of God, to let something of that beauty, which is holiness, just flow through us and into other people. Sometimes I think we try too hard. We look and seek out ways of either being particularly good or particularly pious or particularly religious, or to do it with such a degree that it doesn't seem natural. And I don't think that is at all about being saintly. It sounds a little bit to me like that's more like the Pharisees were, that Jesus condemns. Now I think it's an awful lot more about just letting that natural beauty and holiness which is within us, just letting it out, just letting it flow, just allowing the Holy Spirit to be the Holy Spirit within us. And you will know people who, if you think about it, you would describe as saintly. And those people are just ordinary people that you know and you love. And wouldn't it be nice that if there was someone who were to describe you as that saintly so-and-so? So, great feast, the great feast of All Saints. Beautiful hymns, beautiful readings. We read the Beatitudes on Sunday, and just this lovely idea that something of the beauty of God can flow through you. Bless you, bless you, bless you, and until next time.